Hello, I'm Peter from Saunas by Design. Today's instructional video will walk you through the installation process for Harvia's heater power boxes. Harvia provides 3 different power boxes to cater to various heaters. Our focus for this video will be on the LTY45 extension power box single phase. This power box is an extension box that allows us to connect 2 or more heaters with one single controller. Harvia also has a line of heaters that have 2 sets of independent elements, such as the Virta 16 kW, and above, this line of heaters also require this extension box. Let's take a look at the contents of the package. The LTY45 box will only contain an adapter that will go into your main power box. The main power boxes contain the digital Xenio control, a data cable for the control, a thermostat, and mounting hardware. Now let's take a look at the manual provided by Harvia. This diagram shows a single-phase 240-volt connection for up to 10.8 kilowatts, using the CX30 or up to 17 kilowatts for the CX45. On the right side of the screen, you can see the heater models and their correspondent power boxes for your convenience. It is crucial to install the power box in a safe and accessible location, according to the instructions provided in the manual. To ensure safety, it is advised to have a disconnect switch nearby before performing any maintenance on the unit. Also, it's a good idea to have these 2 boxes installed next to each other or close by for an easier installation. For this demonstration video, we will use a dual heater connection. Let's install 2 club heaters K10G that require 50 amps each. According to the diagram, the 2 breakers need to be split in a sub-panel. Therefore, we will have 4 lines of 25 amps, 240 volts each. You can either bring these 4 lines from your panel or do the sub-panel as instructed in the manual. Now let's get familiar with the diagram. The top part is the main panel and its sub-panels. The lower section shows you the main power box. Underneath, you will find the LTY power box extension. And finally, the 2 heaters to be connected. It's time to start with the electrical installation. First, let's power up the LTY45 extension box. Let's begin by connecting the first 2 breaker lines to the assigned brackets. As you see in the images, bring lines 1 and lines 2 and ground wires to the designated location on the power box. Refer to the image of the power box for the exact location of the input brackets. Now let's connect the main power box. Same exercise, just make sure you add neutral to this connection. Bring lines 1, lines 2, neutral and ground wires to the designated location on the power box. Refer to the image of the power box for the exact location of the input brackets. From here, we are going to continue and power the heaters. Remember that you have 2 heaters, so it will be a good idea to number them to make the connection easier. Let's connect heater number 1. Bring the power from the extension box LTY45. Use your 4 lines and ground to make the connection as indicated. Now heater number 2. This one is connected using the power from the main power box CX45 or CX30. Use your 4 lines and ground to make the connection as indicated. Now that the 2 heaters are connected, let's move on. Now a very crucial step, connecting the 2 power boxes together. Here you will use the adapter that comes with the extension power box. Insert the adapter in the designated area of the main power box CX45 or CX30. These need to go in A2, A3, and A4 located in the computer board. Now using cable number 18, connect these cables to the LTY45 extension box in the same order. Next, another important step, locate bracket A1 and A2 in the main power box CX45 or CX30. From here, run your number 18 cable to the assigned brackets. A1 will go directly to your heater number 1 and placed in the A1 bracket. A2 from your CX45 or CX30 will go to A1 in the LTY45 extension box. From here, you will run it again to heater number 1 and place it in the bracket A2. Take your time here and make sure the connections are appropriately installed. Connecting the safety switch is a crucial step for the heater to operate correctly. If something is not right, an error will show on the digital control screen. Let's go back to your main power box CX45 or CX30 and wrap up the installation. We need to attach the lights, but remember that the terminal can only handle a maximum of 100 watts, so choose light fixtures accordingly. Look for the light brackets labeled U2 and N, which are situated in the lower part of the motherboard. U2 is where you connect the line and N is for the neutral cable. The low voltage cables consist of the thermostat and data cable for the controller, and they need to be connected to the top portion of the motherboard. It's important to ensure that the thermostat cables are arranged correctly from left to right, with blue, white, red, and yellow in that order. Failure to connect them in the proper sequence will result in an error message appearing on the digital control screen. Now that all the connections are complete, it's time to test the equipment. Ensure that the heater is empty and there are no items inside the elements. Turn on the breaker, the disconnect, and the power box. Now turn on the heater from the digital control. You will hear a loud noise that indicates the contactors are on. Quickly check the elements in the heater to ensure they are all heating up, but avoid touching them as they become extremely hot very quickly. After checking, turn off the heater and let it cool down before placing the rocks. Do not run the heater without rocks for more than 1 or 2 minutes, as this can void the warranty. Please refer to the manual for instructions on how to place the rocks. Avoid tightly packing them, as this can hinder the heater's ability to breathe and cause it to overheat. Instead, create pockets with the rocks to facilitate airflow and ensure proper heating of the room. Consult the manual for additional guidance. I hope this video will assist you in installing the power box and heater in a more user-friendly and straightforward manner. You can follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Saunas by Design, or visit our website at saunasbydesign.com for additional product information and installation updates.